Good morning, children. Sairam. Today we'll do the revision of Chapter 5, The World in a Wall by Gerald Durrell. We will also do the grammar activities which is given after the lesson. Vocabulary, children, already I have done. Okay, I have sent along with the third part of this lesson. So go through all the videos of this lesson. In detail I have discussed. Okay, so let's start. First we are going to have value points and then the textual grammar. Now let us start with the value points. The World in a Wall is a story about Gary who spots a scorpion on a wall near his home. He was tempted to take it but knew that his mother would not allow it. He placed the scorpion and the babies in the matchbox. He carefully placed it on the mantelpiece and sat down for lunch. Larry, his eldest brother, having finished already, picked up the matchbox and opened it. This led to a chaos on the dining table as the female scorpion tried to escape with her babies. Since Lugaretzia, the housekeeper, was the only stranger in the house, Roger, their dog, thought that she was responsible and bit her on the ankle. After a lot of panic in the family, the author was made to round up the scorpions and leave them out of the house on the wall. The family retired to the drawing room and the author and Roger spent the afternoon on the hillside. Children, you have to remember how many characters are there in this story. So Gary, the author, then his mother, Mrs. Durrell, then his brother, Larry, his eldest brother, then Leslie, another brother, Margot, his sister, Lugaretzia, the housekeeper, and Roger, the dog. So remember the characters? Children, some questions were given to you as homework. I will be discussing those questions with you now. So, write these answers. This is RTC question. Eventually, after impassioned pleas on my part, backed up by mother, Leslie's suggestion that the whole lot be slaughtered was quashed. Now, who is the speaker of these lines? Gary is the speaker of these lines. What does the whole lot refer to here? The whole lot is the scorpion family. What was the speaker and mother's plea? The speaker and mother's plea was that the lives of the scorpions be spared. Now, these questions were also given to you as homework. Now, let us have discussion over it. You write these answers also, right? Where did Gary keep the scorpion in the house? Gary kept it in a matchbox, which he placed on the mantelpiece in the drawing room. What did Gary finally do with the scorpions? Gary released them onto the wall in the garden. Now let us start with the grammar exercises which is given after the lesson. So we have subject and verb agreement, tenses and verbs. All these topics I have done in detail. Okay, now let us start. The child plays in the lawn every day. The children play in the lawn every day. Now here in these two sentences, what do we find? What is the subject? In the first sentence, the child is the subject. So, what is the verb here? Plays, right? And in the second sentence, you have children. And the verb is play. Okay? So, the verb must agree with the subject, both in person and in number. Now, what do you mean by person and in number? Person, that is first person, second person, third person, already you know. Okay, so child is here third person. Okay, so in the first person you have I, we, singular, plural, right? And in the second person you know it is you, but third person you have it, he, she, it, and in the plural they. So your child means it is third person. So when you have third person singular number, the verb is also singular. So here verb is plays. So plays is singular verb. Okay, why it is called a singular verb? Because it comes with the third person singular number. Now in the second sentence, what is the subject? Children. So children is plural. So with that, the verb also should agree. So play. Play is plural verb. So what do we understand? The verb must agree with the subject both in person and in number. Okay. This means that a singular subject requires a singular verb. Gautam is walking. So Gautam is what? It is singular subject. So that is why is you have to write. So the verb, subject verb agreements should be there. Similarly, a plural or compound subject requires a plural verb. Gautam and Gauri are walking. Why are walking? Because Gautam and Gauri plural. Okay, so here are you have to write. Now let us do the exercise. Fill in these blanks such that the subject and verb agree in number. The books we bought dash in the classroom. So what will come? Are. Why? Books plural. So you have to write are. The woman who is standing under that tree is my aunt. Why is? Because woman is singular. So it should agree with the subject. Dolly and Girish are playing the piano. Why? Because two singular subjects are joined together. Dolly and Girish. That is why you have to write are. The boys are back home in the afternoon. Why are? Boys plural. The teachers are being awarded today. Teachers plural. So you have to write are. Now fill in these blanks with the correct forms of verbs given in brackets. Now fill in these blanks with the correct forms of the verbs given in brackets. Now children, whenever neither nor or either or is given, you have to see the subject that is after these conjunction given. So if it is singular, you have to write singular. Now let us see the sentences. Neither the cat nor the rat eats apples. Why eats? Because rat is singular. Okay, or cat is a singular. So the bracket it is already given to eat. So you have to write eats. Neither Mr. Mehta nor his wife dash to attend the meeting. Bracket is given to plan. So again you have to write plans. Either Garfield or his friend dash dinner every evening. To cook is given. So friend is singular. Okay. So here cooks you have to write. Then neither mother nor his father dash to go home early. To want is given. Again you have to write wants. Neither this argument nor that dash sense to make is given. So what will you write? Makes. Next question. Use appropriate auxiliary verbs to complete these sentences. Make sure that the verb agrees with the subject. This is on page number 51. Every parent and guardian was asked to come to the PTA meeting. Why was? Because every is indefinite pronoun. So whenever every, some, nobody, somebody is given, you have to write singular verb. Neither Malini nor Meenal is responsible for what happened. Refers to one, right? The selection committee is divided in their opinion. Now here committee is a collective noun. So collective noun you have to consider as singular. You have to write singular verb. The furniture is imported from the USA. Here furniture is also a collective noun. Rupees 50 is too much for a plate of rice. Again rupees 50 is considered as collective noun. So you have to write singular verb. A number of students have opted to study Sanskrit. Students, plural. So you have to write plural verb. The Indian team was all out for 200 runs. Team is collective noun. So it is considered as singular subject. So you have to write singular verb. The police has arrived and the situation will soon be under control. Police is collective noun. So you have to write has. One of the children has not had lunch. One of the children. You are considering only one. So it is singular subject. So singular verb you have to write. There are two possible answers to this question. So the subject is two answers, right? So it is plural subject. So you have to write plural verb are. Next we will study about tenses. We know already that different tense forms of verbs are used to express the time when an action takes place. So which are the three tenses? Past, present, future. The simple tense makes basic statements of facts about everyday activities, actions or happenings. Let's see the example. I needed your bike yesterday. What is it? It is simple past, yesterday. I need your bike right now. What is it? It is simple present. Then I will need your bike tomorrow. So what is it? It is simple future. So this time we will do simple tense and progressive tense. Later we will do the other tense. I will be taking in detail tenses. The continuous or progressive tense tells us about actions that are happening now or actions that happened for some time in the past at the same time as another action, or actions that will occur at the same time as another action in the future. Now let us see the example and understand. He was swimming in the pool when I arrived. That means another action was taking place when another action took place, right? So past continuous, okay? So here actions that had happened for some time in the past. At the same time when the another action took place. Next one, he is swimming in the pool. So here present continuous. It is continuing. Okay, ing is there, so it means it is continuing. Action is taking place. He will be swimming in the pool when I arrive. So that means future continuous, will be swimming. Okay, that will occur at the same time as another action in the future. Right? Now see page number 52 and 53. Study this timeline: before, now, after. That means past tense, present tense and future tense. I played, past simple. Here the subject is I and verb is played. That is past tense form of the verb. Now here I play, it is present simple. Subject is I and play is the base form of verb. It is root word. Then I will play, it is future simple. Subject plus will or shall plus the base form of the verb, that is it remains play only. Okay, but you have to add either will or shall. After simple, we'll do continuous. I was playing, past continuous. Now here subject is I and after that what we find, was playing. So with I, if the subject is singular, you have to write was. If the subject is plural, you write were and plus ing, that is play is the root word and then with that playing. So ing form shows the continuous tense. Then here present continuous. I subject, am. Now with I you write am. Okay, and if it is singular like I am you write, then second person you are you write, and again he she it is you write. So is, am and are. Okay, plus ing form of the verb. So here playing again shows the continuous tense. So present continuous is I am playing. Then future continuous, subject is I plus will or shall. Generally with I we write shall, but when you are sure you write will. Right? So I will be playing. So after will you have to write be and then again ing form of the verb, that is showing continuous. So playing. Complete this paragraph using the correct tense forms of the verbs given in the brackets. So you have to understand and write. When I to be is given, little, I love to go outdoors and play. So what will you write? When I was little, I loved to go outdoors and play. Even if the sun dash shine hot and bright, I want is given to go out. So even if the sun was shining hot and bright, I wanted to go out. Mother would stop me from dash go is given, but I did not listen. Mother would stop me from going, but I did not listen. One day I dash play is given all by myself in the garden outside. When I dash bracket here is given some sound in the bushes. So what will you write? I was playing all by myself in the garden outside when I heard some sound. Okay, so the one action was going on and the next action. Okay. At first, I did not pay any attention, but the sound dash persist is given. So what will you write? Persisted. I dash stop is given. My play and dash walk is given. Cautiously towards the bush. So what will you write? I stopped my play and walked cautiously towards the bush. My eyes dash search is given for some movement, but I could see nothing. What will you write? My eyes searched. Suddenly the back door dash open is given and my mother call is given in the bracket out. Now here suddenly the back door opened and my mother called out, Rohan, what? Here again to be is given in the bracket. So B form. What are you doing? Do is given. So doing you have to write. What are you doing there all alone? Come in at once. You fall is given in the bracket. You will fall sick if you play in the hot sun. So you have to understand what you have to write. Okay. I dash turn is given around to look at her and at the same time she screamed. So I turned around. Run to me quick. There dash a huge snake in that bush. So what will you write? There is. Present tense, right? I ran for my life, but as I dash, run is given. As I ran towards mom, I trip is given. So I tripped and fell. Okay, past tense of fall is fell. Scrambling quickly to my feet, I lunged toward mom and she dashed the mesh door shut. So here what will you write? Banged. Okay, she banged the mesh door shut. Thank God you dash to be safe. So here present tense. Thank God you are safe. From now on you dash listen is given to what I say. So what will you write? Future tense. You will listen. From now on you will listen to what I say. No more playing alone in the garden. You hear me? I dash sit. The bracket is given. I dash in a park now. Dash again watch is given. My son play. So what will you write? Present tense. I sit in a park now watching my son. Progressive. Okay. Watching my continuous tense. Watching my son play. I still like to be outdoors, but I dash never dash forget is there. That hot afternoon when I almost got bitten by a snake. So what will you write? But I can never forget. Okay, that hot afternoon when I almost got bitten by a snake. With this we come to the end of the session. So complete your textbook and also read the textbook for revision, for detailed revision. You can refer to the old videos also, and whatever this we have discussed, the exercises, you can pause the video and write the answers. I hope you have understood whatever you have to write in the textbook. Thank you, children. Goodbye.